Hey, what's up, my Dokus? Jason here, welcoming you to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. As I'm sure many of you know, if you've been watching the channel since its very beginnings, as well as, just when I rebooted the channel, you would know that this is, trying to figure out how the best to word it without sounding dumb, which, is something I tend to do with all my Let's Plays. This has taken the role of my favorite Zelda game. It's always been in a battle with Skyward Sword, but Wind Waker has just really remained to be on top. I really don't know why. I couldn't really answer, why exactly it has remained like this, but part of it has to do with the fact that it is the first Zelda game I was ever introduced to. And it's my love for this game that, truly started my love for the franchise. I'm just going to skip over this because we're not going to read all that. We're just going to let the intro play, or the opening, I guess, play through. But, yeah, and so I felt since we haven't had a Zelda game since 2021 with Link's Awakening and technically, Wind Waker Randomizer, but I kind of find that to be a little spin-off, not an actual Let's Play of a Zelda game. I felt it was a good time now to reintroduce ourselves to the series again with my personal favorite Zelda game, and it, kind of works out because Tears of the Kingdom is out, and so having a Zelda game kind of line up with the release of Tears of the Kingdom, even though this is going to be coming, the first episode's going to be releasing long after the game comes out, mainly because, at the time I'm recording this, the game came out a week ago, or nearly a week ago, and yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, with enough of my rambling, as I usually tend to do at the beginning of these videos, let's just go ahead and get started here with The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy, clothed in green, appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to guard boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend.
Big brother! Big brother! Oh, now where could he be? Big brother! I knew you'd be here. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Arrow's Lookout. So, you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think?
Indeed. Alrighty. We begin our journey here at Aril's Lookout with our little sister Aril. Obviously, in a typical Zelda game, you press A to roll, unless you're playing Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild, or even Tears of the Kingdom. Then you press B to do stamina, I guess, or run or whatever, because you're weird. I don't know. But yeah, we have, different options, I guess, for movement, or not really different options for movement, different options for our arsenal here, but we aren't really going to get into that until later on. One thing to indicate, I am indeed playing on the HD version, which you saw from the title, because it's Wind Waker HD. However, I will not be labeling this as Wind Waker HD, like I won't just being like, doing my normal intro and being like, welcome back to more Wind Waker HD. Just because I think not particularly Zelda, I keep mincing my words, but I think that just calling it Wind Waker is justifiable enough, because it really is just Wind Waker. Like, even with HD ports, they're still the same game to me. I don't know, it's just that feeling. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started on our way to our grandma's house, because apparently Grandma needs to see us, and if we don't see her, she will get mad. So, let's go ahead and roll our way over there, which this will probably get annoying, but you know what? It's our sense of speed, I guess, because we don't have a stamina button. Thank God. I actually am okay with earlier Zelda games not really having stamina buttons. Hello, good sir. Oh, Link. Hey, is it true that if you have a little courage and run as fast as you can, that you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me. Well, yes, sir. Boom. You get 5 rupees there, and then if you go a little further, we can get 10 rupees. We already have 15 rupees starting things off, so that's pretty good. Rupees are going to be something we're definitely going to want to get our hands on here. Alright, who are you? I just saw a wild pig. Oh, see, look, that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to go grab it, Link? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert to their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold ZR to crouch and tilt L to crawl, slowly up behind it. Slowly. You could also distract it with bait, I guess. Alright, so we're going to want to crouch and crawl and make sure he doesn't spot us. So we'll wait until he turns his back. Then we'll get up right against him and pick him up. And he says something about his wife. Oh no, he made the mate drop the pig. The beasted. Oh, Link, press ZL right here and use A to talk to me. Try it. This old man. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me. You see, when you press ZL, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press ZL to face forward. You know, it's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. Well, you know, I will do that, just because I'll humor you. But you interrupted me in my time of collecting pigs. So I'm going to do that first. So, this man talked about his wife. His wife is right here. You know, obviously because there's a pig pen. Let's go ahead and chuck it in here and then talk to her. Today's your birthday, isn't it, Link? Well, how nice for you. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell you the truth, I could congratulate myself, too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was always thinking of getting a pet to keep in here. The boys would really like that, I'm sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, dear, if you see any good pets around, be a lamb and just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? Well, I kind of already brought you one. Why did you bring that little piglet all the way up here just for me? Oh, thank you so much. I've been thinking about getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home, you sweetie. Okay, Link, hold out your hands. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. Alright, we get 20 rupees. We have a red rupee, which is worth 20. Why, this little darling is as cute as a button. You know, it's so cute I wouldn't mind having even more of them. Well, we do. We can help with that. I don't know why I said we do. I think it was like my brain was going, we can, and we do. So, what we can do is we can just go up here and catch these pink piggies. Or at least catch this pink piggy. And just toss him in there. And when we do, and we just talk to her about it, it's like, oh, worried about this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence all by himself. That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for bringing us yet another family member. Here's a little something for you. We will get another 20 rupees. I believe we can actually do this. I believe there's only 3 pigs currently on the island that we can do. So why don't we go ahead and actually find the other one, because while it is unwise to, you know, grind up some money, we are going to need it for something I'm going to take care of here pretty soon in the future. To give context, actually, Wind Waker HD has a bit of a better case of rupee amounts, because usually you'd only get to carry up to 200 in your pouch in the original GameCube version. In HD, I think you can carry up to 300. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's you can carry, or no, it's 500 actually. I think in HD it's 500. But yeah, so we're gonna want to get some money, and while we have a huge gap to wait until, we actually fill up our wallet, it's going to be a good idea for us to get money simply because there are going to be some things that we want to take care of that require money, and trust me, something coming up, you're going to want it because it'll help you tremendously. So let's throw this pig in. Look at how much space there is in that pen. I'll tell you what, if you find any other lost piggies here, you can just go ahead and bring them here, okay? Oh, wait, can we only do it once? Oh, look at this one. You sure do know where to find the cutest pigs on the whole great sea. Hey, oinker, oink oink. Oh, now things will ever be so much more lively to this pen. It'll be a big pig jamboree in here. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. I can't let you leave without giving you a present. Happy birthday, Link. Alright, she gives us another 20 rupees. I guess you'd better think of some names for these little oinky woinkers, or oinky woinkies, huh? Yes, clearly. But I believe that's all the pigs that we can find here on the island, which obviously, as we know, is the name of Outset Island. So I guess we can waste no more time and go talk to the old man, right? Well, he does want to talk to us, and I feel like if, I don't go talk to him, he's gonna get impatient with me, and then we'll have a whole shebang and a whole ordeal and all that jazz. You're growing up, Link, which means you're gonna need as much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all sorts of things. Yes, I've been studying all manners of topics for many years now. Now I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Court yourself lucky, lad. Or count yourself lucky, not court yourself lucky. Everything that you see tacked to the wall here is something I have researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organization issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan! Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying, all day, every day. The loot just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No, the brain's a muscle, too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot, as if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna throw the rest of your pots, pal. Just because it seems like the honorable thing to do. So yeah, we can't even go out and onto his porch, because as you can see, apparently his porch does not believe in the rest of Outset Island. It's weird. Okay, but if we read these things, he gives us lessons. The energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. To become stronger, one must know oneself. The heart in the upper left shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. As one experiences trials and hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease. As such, time may be possible to replenish one's health by using a potion or fairy. So yeah, as you can see, he's kind of giving us just natural wisdom. It's like, do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy. So yeah, it's basically showing us things that we will get into later on. Here we have a view on life. There's a different way to use the TV, especially when someone is using it. is at times you can simply just simply play on the Wii U gamepad. So basically what this means is if I was to press the minus button, as you can see, it switches over to, as if I'm currently playing on the gamepad. So the game gets displayed on the gamepad, and this is the screen that appears when it's on the TV. But I'm going to switch it back to the TV because obviously, I'm not going to let's play an entire game on a Wii U gamepad. That's just silly. So yeah, it's basically just giving us tips and tricks for things that we will be dealing with throughout our adventure, or just, things to learn about the game itself. Alright, it seems like belongings, keeping one's track of them. Obviously, this one's also talking about the fact that in Wind Waker HD, if you were playing on the gamepad, you can organize. You have an entire area for all your belongings. If you were actually using a Pro controller, you would be having to press plus. You would have to open up the menu as if you were playing the GameCube version. It's very interesting. Let's see what other ones we have here. Yet to do one fails to do in life, a very important lesson. Oh, wait, saving. So obviously, it's talking about, making sure you save, which obviously I save at the end of every recording session and all that. But now it's going, obviously, talking about speaking to people and everything. What do we got here? Knowing one's own abilities. And then lesson 8 is, I guess, changing the camera's perspective. Lesson 9 is rupees. Makes poor use of rupees. It will have a hard life. Really enjoy a long life. It is wise to gather rupees early and often. Okay, so it's actually good to gather rupees. And trust me, there is a reason why we are gathering rupees right now. Learn all there is in lessons 1 through 9, and no matter what happens, do not give up, do not complain, and do not stay up all night playing. Wow, that is a huge crush at Nintendo gamers, or just gamers in general, I guess. But with that, I think we've delayed our adventure to Grandma's long enough. I think it's time we go visit her.
I've been waiting for you, Link. Link? Try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight.
I just know you're looking forward to it. Now, go get your sister Arrow.
Alrighty, we have now obtained the hero's clothes. These are clothes that are simply just, you know, hero of legend clothes. They make us look like the hero of ancient times. So, we have to look around Link's house here. We see some, you know, pictures of some flowers and stuff. And then you've got pictures of Link and Ariel. A picture of Ariel up there. I thought there was another picture of Link. Actually, isn't it up here on the side? Yes, it is. Obviously, there's a picture of Grandma, a picture of Ariel, a picture of Link in front again of the picture. You know, photobomb type thing, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and head out. We are now a hero, ready to brave the world. But first things first, we must go under our house. Why? Oh, because we need to borrow some finances. But yeah, if you go into this cave here under the house, we will find a treasure chest. We open this chest, and we can get ourselves an orange rupee, which is worth 100. Yes, our face is beaming, of course. So now we have 176. Trust me, you are going to want this. So now that we've gotten that, and we've stolen Grandma's secret life savings, because apparently that's what we do as boys, we are naughty. Let's go ahead and, I guess, head back to Ariel, because, you know, why not? We got nothing better to do, except for talk to some townsfolk. Oh my, Link, congratulations, that outfit looks cute on you. Hey, your little sister Ariel was looking for you not too long ago. Oh, did I tell you? She was watching me not too long ago, and she said she wanted to learn how to carry jars on her head, too, so she could help your grandma do chores. Hey, if you see Ariel, tell her that all she needs to do to lift the jar is to stand in front of it and press A. And to set it down, all she needs to do is press ZR. Tell her, okay? Sure, we'll tell her all these button layout talk as if she would understand, because the world of Zelda clearly understands how button mapping works. Alright, so I guess now we'll head back to Ariel's lookout and ignore the snot-nosed boy. Yes, he is the boy I wish to avoid because he's running around with snot coming out of his nose, and it's like, you know, I don't preferably care for that. I don't know how you can walk around with a booger coming out of your nose that long. It's just insane. Alrighty, here's Ariel. Let's say hello.
Boy, big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? But wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So, anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday!
Alrighty, we got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly.
So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Ooh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over the house from here.
Alrighty, so I guess, well, actually, I can pause to attach it, but if you take your finger or the stylus on the gamepad and you just slide your finger up to one of the 3 buttons that you can set things to, you could just easily equip it there. Alright, so let's go ahead and I guess look at the post box, as that seems to be what our Real wants us to look at.
The postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Link! The sky! Look up in the sky! Link, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with.
Indeed. We need something to defend ourselves in order if we were ever to actually go up there and try to save that girl. Because strange things happen to newly born heroes, I guess. But I think we'll save that for next time. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, we're gonna go see about getting ourselves a item to defend ourselves with, and then we're gonna head up to that forest to see what we can do about saving that girl. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, troops out a ton. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.